Hello, welcome to my 10 minutes math channel. This is teacher Brenda, and today we would look into mathematics year 4 topic of money. All right, how to multiply and divide units of money. Now, the first question that we have here is 42 multiplied by 636 ringgit 25 cents. So students, as you can look here, how do you do this is first of all to treat this number 636 ringgit and 25 cents, treat it like a normal number. Just imagine there is no decimal at this point. So how would that number look like? You just have to rewrite it again. And if you look carefully, I'm using a lattice method to answer this question. Okay, 63625. It would look like 63,625 multiplied with 42. We can also call this as 5-digit multiplied with 2-digit. Just ignore the decimal for the moment, for the time being, and work on multiplying the numbers itself. Okay, so lattice method, 5 times 4, your answer 20, 2 up, 0 down, 2 times 4, answer 8, 6 times 4, 24, 2 up, 4 down, 3 times 4, 12, 6 times 4, again 24. Now, 5, let's do with the lower digit here, which is 2. 5 times 2 would be 10. 2 times 2 would be 4. 6 times 2 would be 12. 3 times 2 would be 6. And 6 times 2, again, it's 12. The next step would be to add whatever the value is in this diagonal column. So here it's 0. Over here it's 0 plus 1 plus 4, so it's 5. Over in this column, it's 8 plus 2, 10, 10 plus 2, 12. So you'll need to write your 2 and carry your 1 to the next house. Okay, to the next column here. So 6 plus 4, 10, 11, 12 again. So 2 and carry to the digit 1 to the next house. 2, 2, 2, 6 plus 1, 7. And then over here we have 6 and finally 2. Now, the third thing or the next step that you have to do is write these digits down from left to right. So just copy it. 2, 6, 7, 2, 2, 5, 0. But remember, now we'll have to put in the decimal value, the decimal point. So there are 2 places here. So from the left, you move in 2 places and you put your decimal point, and that's how now you can read your number as 26,722 ringgit. Now this is ringgit, right? And 50 cents. So you can also solve this or do this multiplication using standard written method. You'll arrive at the same answer. Okay, but in this example, I'm using lattice method. Right, let's clear. And let's look at our next question, which is a division. Okay, $5,325.60 divided by 6. So how do you do this? Very simple, standard written method. Do your normal long division. So write down the digits, $5,325.60. Oops, sorry, it's a bit ugly. 60 cents. Divide by 6. Okay, now at this point I would suggest that you keep a gentle reminder here and put in the decimal point right above the decimal point. Okay, now since you're going to divide by 6, girls and boys, you should know your times table 6. All right, so 53 divided by 6, which means how many 6s are there in 53? I would have 8 whole 6s, and 8 times 6 would be 48. All right, now 53 minus 48, to find the remainder here, it's 5. Don't forget to bring down the next digit. You got to repeat this whole process until you get your answer. In other words, all you need to remember is to do DMSB. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. So now you're bringing down already. So it's 52. Ask yourself, 52 divided by 6, you're going to get 8 again. 8 divided by 8 times 6 would be 48. That's where you do the M, the multiplication part. Then you do the subtraction part. So 52 minus 48, that's 4. And then you bring down your 5. So you complete the cycle. Repeat this back again. 45 divided by 6, you'll have 7. 7 times 6, 42. And then 42 minus 45 minus 42 would be 3. Okay, and then now you bring down the 6. 36, going back to D. 36 divided by 6, it's an exact 6. 6 times 6, 36. That's your multiplication. Now you do the subtraction. 36 minus 36, 0. And then you bring down, complete it. Okay, bring down your 0. Repeat the whole step again. 0 divided by 6, 0. 0 times 6, 0. 0 minus 0, 0. Okay, so your answer here is $887.60. Right? So how do you remember this? Is you can just imagine it's like daddy, mommy, sister, brother, like a whole family. You repeat again and again and again. Okay, so divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. All right, okay, so clear. And let's move on to the next question, which is if you're going to multiply or divide with 10, 100, or 1000. So as a quick recap, okay, we have done this in our previous lessons. We have learned to move the decimal place values. So if you're going to multiply by 10, your decimal place moves, your decimal point moves 1 place to the right. And if you're going to multiply with 100, it moves 2 places to the right. With 2 zeros there, it moves 2 places. And if you're going to multiply with 1000, it moves 3 places to the right. If you are doing a division, your decimal point moves 1 place to the left if you're going to divide by 10, 2 places to the left if you're going to divide by 100, and 3 places to the left if you're going to divide by 1000. And this is just a quick recap. Today, we would look into a question here, which is more like 1000 multiplied by something gives me 5560. Now, this something is like an unknown. Okay, finding an anu or finding an unknown, and you can put a little alphabet here if you want to. 1000 multiplied by A is 5560. How much is A? Now, A or whatever the unknown is here, it's 5560 divided by 1000. And I know some of you may be confused as how I got to this answer. Now, I would like to use the example. Okay, this is a math skill. It's called simplifying. Okay, it's not fractions though, all right? It's simplifying the equation. In other words, I will just give you a simple equation like this. Say 10 multiplied by something, okay, is gonna give me 50. And I ask you, what is this something? And you can immediately tell me that 10 times 5 is 50, right? That's something so easy. So you know that this is 5. But my question is, how did you get your 5 using this 50 and this 10? So you could get your 5 if you took 50 and divided it with 10. You see that? So you took your answer 50 and you divided it with 10. In the same way, you now compare this. You want to find A. You have a number here multiplied with A and you got an answer here. So to find your A, you got to treat this 10 here, your 1000 is like the 10 here, and your 5560 is like your answer. So to find your answer, you take your 5560, which is your 50, okay, divide by 10. So divide by 10, your 10 is 1000. So you divide by 1000, you simplify the question, in other words. So when you simplify it, life becomes much easier, okay? So I'm going to clear the drawings here and do back this question right from the beginning. So we have here 5560 divided by 1000, and that would be what we are going to find for. So 5560. When I divide by 1000, I'm going to move my decimal to the left 3 place values. So this is how it goes: 1, 2, and 3. And now my answer becomes 5.560. So if I want to write it again, I would be writing it in the proper decimal place value will be 5.560. Now notice how your number from 5,560 has become 5.56. Now that happens from such a big number, it became such a small number. In fact, it became 1,000 times smaller because you divided the number with 1,000. So if you had divided this number with 100, then 5,560 divided by 100 means you move 2 places to the left and you would get 55.6. Okay. Now, in this case, you could also say, what would be the answer if I divided it with 10? So if you divided this number with 10, you would move, it would become 10 times smaller. So 5,560 divided by 10 means you move 1 decimal place in, and your answer would be 556. All right, so let's move on to the next question, which is mixed operations. So a quick recap here, which is BODMAS. BODMAS stands for brackets of decimals, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. And this is called the order of operations. Order of operation tells us which should be done first, which should be done last. So if you see brackets or off, do it first. They are in the first group kind of thing. Then if you see division or multiplication, do it next. It's like the second group. And finally, you would see addition or subtraction, which is like the third group. Okay, so in our question here, 2,000 times 5 divided by 2, both our operations come from the second group, which is division and multiplication. And which one are we supposed to do first? Are we supposed to do division or are we supposed to do multiplication? So at this point, girls and boys, you need to remember this rule. Always there is this rule called left to right. Left to right means whatever operation that you see on the left, you have to do it first. That is in that same group. Let's say you have division followed by multiplication. So you do division followed by multiplication. But if you have multiplication followed by division, then follow the rule from left to right, do the multiplication first and then only the division. Okay, so within the same group. All right, so let's work out this question. I've given you easy numbers here to work with. 2,000 times 5, that is 10,000. Okay, write down the equation or write down the answer and divide by 2. And that would give us 5,000. All right. Okay, do not forget your unit. In this question, 450 multiplied by 47 plus 53, you see that this is an addition and it sits inside a beautiful bracket here. So according to the rules of BODMAS, we have to do brackets first. All right, then only multiplication. So you do your answer, you find the answer for what's in the bracket. So you copy back your question, 450, okay, multiplied with 47 plus 53. Now 47 plus 53 is 100, mental maths, okay? And to multiply with 100, I can just move my decimal 2 places to the right. So from here, it moves 2 places to the right and put in 2 zeros there. You would now have the answer 2 places, okay? So 45,000. Okay, you can erase this if you don't want to. Sorry. Okay, 45,000. Then that's your answer. Done. So what's the next thing? I think that's all about it. So thank you very much. And if you liked or if you enjoyed the lesson, do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you again, and see you soon for part 3. Bye.